Hey guys, I'm with Lee, the community manager of the game.
War for the Overworld.
And he's going to tell us what's the difference that they've added between Rezzed and now.
Okay, so the build we brought to EGX today, which is also going live on Steam tonight, is, well, mainly, we've added new UI elements, a whole bunch of new changes, a lot of features, and multiplayer is now in the game as well. So there's a lot of things that have been in since Rezzed. Probably too much to say, really. 20, 10s, I don't even know how many aspects we've added. New rooms, spells, traps, units, all sorts of things have really gone into the game. I don't really know what to say over that. I mean, we added a campaign level in this build as well, one of the campaign levels that will be in the final game, although obviously it is still in an early state, so we'll be working on improving that as well. And of course you can now play multiplayer.
I mean, the last time I remember quite a few key aspects about this game. It had a skill tree, and my favourite bit was definitely you could slap your, I don't know if they're slaves or what.
You slap your workers, you definitely still can, and we're not going to be removing that anytime. One of the new aspects we added actually was called Obey, and it's a spell which whips your units, which makes them even better.
So you got a whip and a slap now?
A whip and a slap now.
And what happens if you do both?
If you do both, then the effect does stack, although it's not as impactful as each of them individually, but obviously the whip is better than the slap.
But if you whip them too much, do they slowly like die, or is that?
Obey doesn't have any negative effects, but slapping them will cause them to die. Each time you slap it, you do about, I think it's 10 HP worth of damage or something along those lines, which is quite a significant amount on a worker.
I can't remember if this was added, but I didn't know if there was a slap sound.
Yeah, there is a slap sound, and there's also one for Obey too.
Any major big things that have changed apart from the rooms?
The big thing is definitely going to be multiplayer. We also have a handful of new single player maps. As I said, we've got one of the campaign levels in here, and survival mode is now working since Rezzed, because now I remember it actually wasn't working back then. And it's actually the second version of the survival map too in this build.
What's your favourite bit of the game?
My favourite bit of the game, is definitely one of the units, and it's the Chunder. It's something that has a bit of a reputation in our communities. People like it, people love it. It's basically the Marmite of all the units, and I love it. It's on my shirt, one of our brand new shirts, which we bought this time. So, yeah. Is
there a competition running this time, or have you got anything that anyone can win shirts?
Oh yeah, we definitely do. We have one of our leaflets here as a competition where if you get 5 of these stamped, then you will win one of our lanyards, like the one around my neck. And we also have the Stumpy Says competition, where every hour we're tweeting an instruction. First person to do it gets one of our t-shirts. We have a lot less of the Chunder ones than we do of the Blood Imps, but we do occasionally give them out. Currently, I think the Stumpy Says is to get me a can of Coke. So, because I've been talking a lot today.
So it's a competition who can get you a can of Coke the quickest?
It's a competition to get a can of Coke the quickest.
Have you been to EuroGamer before?
Yes, we were exhibiting last year.
And is it the same as this year, or is this year a bit more different?
This year is a bit different. There's a lot more independent developers here in the Rezzed section. We've actually got a smaller area, which is a bit disappointing, but yeah, it's definitely different. I think there's a bit more of an atmosphere going on, especially with the extra independence. It's a little bit bigger as well.
I think it's because of the big titles over there and downstairs. I think with people coming up here, they're seeing these. I mean, I don't think, was Rezzed here last year?
Yes, Rezzed was here last year. It's just called the Rezzed section, so obviously the Rezzed that happens in March is just entirely Rezzed, whereas EGX includes Rezzed within it.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Anything I'd like to add? Yeah, please check out the game on Steam Early Access and give it a go, see if you like it.
Okay, thanks for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Hi, I'm with Lee, the community manager for War for the I said it wrong. War for the Overworld. Okay. Right. Shall I just keep going? No. Hey guys, I'm with Lee, the community manager of for some reason I was going to say Lee for the Overworld.
Lee for the Overworld. Right. Well, why? Right. Even I can't do it.